We got to also, figure out, and learn from him as well, because he's such a great, unbelievable talent, and, we need to be able to play with him just as much as he needs to play with us, offensively, defensively, and all facets of the ball. So every day, every game, every practice, every shoot-around, every film session, we got to continue to get better and better and integrating our new parts. But he's definitely priority number one.
I think Luka needs to be the guy that controls it.
When Luka Doncic arrived in Los Angeles, the expectation was clear. The Lakers had just created one of the most talented superstar pairings in NBA history. Two elite playmakers, two dominant personalities, and one massive question hanging over the franchise: who truly controls the offense? Head coach J.J. Redick quickly made it known that he wants Luka leading the attack, but that immediately sparked another debate. Does putting the offense in Luka's hands mean taking control away from LeBron James? That is where the conversation becomes complicated. Throughout his career, LeBron has been one of the most ball-dominant players the league has ever seen, and history suggests he rarely gives up control easily. As a result, fans and analysts have started questioning whether this partnership represents a true passing of the torch or the beginning of a behind-the-scenes power struggle. The debate has exploded across social media, from X to basketball forums, with fans split into two completely different sides. One group believes Luka is being limited because LeBron still runs too much of the offense. The other side argues that LeBron is actually carrying the team while Luka adjusts to the Lakers system and finds his rhythm. Supporters of LeBron point to Luka's early performances as proof that the struggles are not about ball control at all. In one rough outing, Luka shot just 5 for 18 and committed 6 turnovers, leading many fans to argue that LeBron is simply stabilizing the offense until Luka fully settles in. From that perspective, LeBron is not taking over for selfish reasons. He is keeping the team competitive while Luka gets comfortable. At the same time, Luka himself has admitted the chemistry is still developing. He recently explained that the connection between the two stars improves with every game, suggesting patience may be the key before judging the partnership too harshly. LeBron has echoed those comments publicly, repeatedly emphasizing that Luka is the Lakers' main priority, and insisting his goal is not to dominate the team, but to help Luka adjust and succeed in Los Angeles.
This one for you. What's important as you move forward here now, reintegrating Luka starting in the next game?
It's not just next game. It's going to be a process for us for the rest of the season, obviously, as we continue to learn, what we want to do offensively, defensively, our system, our calls, our cadence. And then we got to also, figure out, and learn from him as well, because he's such a great, unbelievable talent. And, we need to be able to play with him just as much as he needs to play with us, offensively, defensively, and all facets of the ball. So every day, every game, every practice, every shoot-around, every film session, we got to continue to get better and better and integrating our new parts. But he's definitely...
To Team LeBron, the situation is being completely overblown. They do not see drama, tension, or any kind of power struggle inside the Lakers organization. In their view, LeBron James is simply helping Luka Doncic adjust to a new team, a new system, and the pressure that comes with playing in Los Angeles. However, not every fan is buying that explanation. Critics believe Luka is being restricted offensively and forced to play more like a role player instead of the offensive centerpiece he was in Dallas. They argue that LeBron's naturally ball-dominant style makes it difficult for Luka to fully control the game the way he usually does. On the other hand, some fans have defended LeBron by using statistics to challenge that narrative. According to several breakdowns, Luka has actually spent more time handling the ball than LeBron during parts of the season. For those fans, that proves LeBron has already taken more of a step back than people want to admit. The debate really comes down to one thing: style of play. Luka is still putting up impressive numbers and making a major impact, even without having total control of the offense every possession. But critics believe he is adjusting to LeBron's basketball system rather than the Lakers fully embracing Luka's preferred style. Even so, there have been encouraging signs. Some fans have highlighted stretches where Luka and LeBron looked perfectly connected on the court, especially during fast breaks, pick-and-roll situations, and clutch moments late in games. Those flashes of chemistry have given supporters hope that the partnership is improving and could eventually become one of the most dangerous duos in the NBA.
To fit out with this team. I mean, like I said before, it's special. For him to say something like that, it just feels amazing, give me confidence. And after that speech, it was chills. So I was just happy to be part of it.
Even Luka Doncic himself acknowledged one of LeBron James' biggest gestures of respect after joining the Lakers. Before a game, LeBron reportedly allowed Luka to be introduced last during the starting lineup, a spot traditionally reserved for the team's biggest superstar. According to reports surrounding the moment, Luka revealed that LeBron personally texted him beforehand to let him know about the decision. For many fans, the gesture was seen as a clear sign of respect and an indication that LeBron is willing to share the spotlight rather than compete for it. It also added fuel to the argument from Team LeBron, who believe the veteran superstar is genuinely trying to help Luka feel comfortable as the new face of the franchise.
He texted me in the morning, he said, whatever you want. And I said, for him to text me that, it's just amazing. So shows what kind of person he is. And, he let me have my moment, so I really appreciate it.
So is LeBron James really holding back Luka Doncic? Or are we simply watching the natural growing pains of two ball-dominant superstars trying to coexist? What's happening right now goes beyond basketball skill. It's about control. Who sets the tempo? Who makes the decisions in crunch time? Who takes the final shot? Those questions still don't have clear answers. But one thing is certain, this debate isn't going away anytime soon. LeBron has spent his entire career as one of the greatest playmakers in NBA history. His ability to control the offense, dictate the pace, and orchestrate every possession made him the centerpiece of every team he's ever played on. But now, with Luka in Los Angeles, a new question has emerged. Can LeBron truly step back, or will history repeat itself? Because the reality is simple. LeBron has never just shared an offense. For over 2 decades, he's been the system. Everything has revolved around him, and for most of his career, that formula worked. He won championships, dominated the league, and built one of the greatest resumes basketball has ever seen. But now some fans believe that same style could be limiting the Lakers' newest superstar. Critics have already started comparing Luka's situation to what happened with Kevin Love in Cleveland and Chris Bosh in Miami. Talented stars who sacrificed parts of their game to fit alongside LeBron. Some fans believe Luka is slowly being pushed into a secondary role, instead of being allowed to fully control the offense the way he did in Dallas. Others argue that the Lakers still operate like LeBron's team rather than Luka's, forcing him to adjust instead of letting him naturally run the show. The frustration from fans is obvious. Many believe Luka is most dangerous when the offense flows entirely through him, and they worry that playing off the ball limits what makes him special. Some even fear that if things continue this way, the version of Luka fans saw dominating in Dallas may never fully appear in Los Angeles. But there's another side to the argument. Despite the criticism, some numbers suggest LeBron has actually taken more of a step back than people realize. In several games, Luka has handled the ball more frequently and posted a higher usage rate than LeBron himself. That challenges the idea that LeBron is completely dominating possessions. Statistically, Luka is still heavily involved offensively. Still, the bigger concern isn't just who touches the ball more, it's whether Luka can truly play his natural game next to LeBron. That's the real debate. LeBron's presence changes the entire structure of an offense. Historically, his co-stars have usually adapted to him rather than the other way around. In Miami, Dwayne Wade sacrificed part of his role as the primary option. Chris Bosh transformed from a dominant interior scorer into more of a floor-spacing big man. In Cleveland, Kevin Love went from a dominant double-double machine into a spot-up shooter. Even Kyrie Irving eventually wanted his own team after thriving individually alongside LeBron. Now Luka faces that same challenge. The difference is that Luka isn't naturally an off-ball player. He isn't a catch-and-shoot specialist or a player who thrives on limited touches. Like LeBron, Luka is an offensive engine. He controls pace, creates shots, and dictates everything happening on the floor. That's why this partnership feels so complicated. Both players are at their best with the offense built around them, and early on, the adjustment hasn't been smooth. In the Lakers' loss to the Charlotte Hornets, Luka struggled badly, shooting just 5 for 18 with 6 turnovers. That immediately fueled criticism. Some fans argue the issue wasn't simply poor shooting. They believed Luka looked uncomfortable because he wasn't fully controlling the offense the way he always had before. Their concern is that Luka currently looks less like the dominant force from Dallas, and more like a superstar trying to fit into someone else's system, instead of dictating the game naturally. He appears to be searching for rhythm while adjusting to LeBron's style. Even Luka admitted after the game that he still feels rusty. That's why this conversation has become so intense. This isn't simply about statistics or shot attempts. It's about identity. Can two players who have spent their careers controlling every possession truly maximize each other without sacrificing what makes them special? At some point, something has to give. Either LeBron fully embraces a secondary playmaking role, or Luka continues adapting in ways he never had to before. The Lakers don't have unlimited time to figure it out, especially with championship expectations already hanging over the team. The biggest question remains unanswered. Will Luka become the first superstar to fully thrive alongside LeBron without sacrificing his game, or will history repeat itself once again?
It's going to take a little time. Today, a lot of rustiness for my part. So started in like 4 or 5 turnovers. That can't happen. So it's got to, play basketball right.
But the bigger question remains, is this simply rust? Or is Luka Doncic being pushed into a role that doesn't truly fit him in clutch moments? This is where the debate becomes serious. Luka has always been the closer, the player trusted to control the ball when the game is on the line. But against the Charlotte Hornets, things played out differently. With 6.3 seconds remaining, Luka inbounded the ball while LeBron James took the final shot attempt. LeBron launched a potential game-tying three-pointer but missed. Then Gabe Vincent secured the offensive rebound and passed it right back to LeBron for another chance, but that shot missed as well.